Bro, why is it all about me? What I want to eat?
Because you're coming to my side, innit?
So what? You want fried chicken?
No, I'm asking you what you want.
Bro, you just said Dean's.
Yeah, where else? Where else are you gonna get? What do you want then? What do you want to eat? I'll park up near Central.
Alright.
And then wait for you to go past and I'll follow you, yeah?
I'll come to Central. Put your window down, sir. My splitter. Should I look at it? I've not looked yet. I've not looked yet.
Dead.
Should I look?
So dead. Don't even post that.
Nah, that's so fucked. So what? Screws nothing.
No.
Bro, you've been robbed. Look,
No,
that's where a hole was. Bro, you've been robbed.
You know why? Because I started checking.
Yo guys, what's going on? Sorry I've not been that active recently. It's just been mad busy, honestly. It's been mad. But I finally got a bit of free time now to make a video that I've been wanting to make for a while. So the other day I was just clearing up some letters in my room because I've just moved back home, and I found some letters to a previous finance agreement that I had on my One series, which was, I've mentioned in another video, it was a shit deal. So I just wanted to make some people aware of some things that they might not know when going into a bad finance deal. Basically, when you've got bad credit and you go to a finance company who specialises in... Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, people, you know, they get sold that, oh, if you've got bad credit, it doesn't matter, we can sort that out for you, we can give you a finance deal. And people who are desperate and just need a car and they want it on finance, or they're young and they have no credit history because they might be 18 or 19 and they've not had credit before. So bad credit doesn't necessarily mean that you've got markers on your file. It might mean that you have no history. If you have no mortgages, nothing ever borrowed, no phone contracts, nothing, that can also give you bad credit just as a low rating because they've got no track record of what you've done previously repayment wise. So that can be weighed up as bad credit as well. So mine wasn't because of that. Mine was a combination of being young and having them stupid parking fines, CCJs that I ignored because they weren't council ones. I'll go into that another time. But I just wanted to actually show some realistic figures. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this video, but I actually don't care because there's a lot of people, and I was one of them that just, you know, I needed a car at the time because I work in my car driving around, and I was just desperate to get the car, and I didn't care about interest rates and repayments because I just looked at the monthly payment. I was like, yeah, I can afford it, and that was literally what I did. And when it came to selling the car, I realised how much of a bad mistake I'd made. And luckily Shazan from ACG, he helped me out a lot with getting out of that car. But just to put it in perspective, I bought that One series for like 13 grand, and after about 10 months I think I sold it for 8, and I spent money on the car as well, but put that to the side. In 10 months I lost about four to £5,000 on the car. It was without mods. I think I spent about 2 grand on mods on the car, so I lost about 5 to 7 grand overall on the car. It's mad. But I'm going to start now with just a quick look over. I've got the papers here. I've obviously had to scrub my address out, but I'm just going to show it as plain and simple as it is. And I don't care about the hate I'm going to get for this video because there's people out there that need to see what you're actually entering into if you go into a bad finance deal, because this is a prime example of what kind of thing you'll be doing. So yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the other camera now and show some of these letters. Here's the day, 26th of September 2018. This is when I set up, and obviously because my credit was a bit bad, I actually went through car finance 24/7. Moneyway was the lender that they found me. So I went through Moneyway and I borrowed £13,000. I didn't put a deposit down, and this is what my payments were over a 5-year HP. £333, well, £334 essentially. The payments over a 5-year HP. That's what I was paying when I was borrowing 13. So borrowed 13, but if I kept the car the whole 5 years, I'd be paying back 20 grand. It's a bit mad still. I was just, you know what, at the time I didn't even think. I got this letter and I seen that payment. That is all I thought. £333.92. Oh, that's good for me. I can afford that every month out of my wage or whatever I'm earning. And that's what I thought, yeah. But that's not how it works. Like, I'm going to show you some more breakdowns now. So BMW 63 reg, 116, 12,989. That's what I paid for the car. No deposit, straight 1289, 989 borrowed. So basically, each payment you make isn't just like, oh, £334 a month knocked off the car. You know, the balance is going down. Yeah, it is, but you got to remember that's going off. So in my case, 13 grand car, but they're working on me on a 20 grand balance, 20k over the 5 years. So that 333 is going off the 20k. Now 8k of that is interest and 13 grand is for the car. So each payment out of the 334 was split. So some of that goes to interest and some of that goes to the car, and each month that payment differs. So I've got the full breakdown here basically, but essentially what they do is they know that people don't really keep cars for the full term anymore. Like, I don't keep mine for more than a year, and this is a 5-year deal. Everyone likes chopping and changing, probably average every 2.5 years. So what they do is they shove all the interest at the start of the agreement, and then what happens is basically all you're paying for the first 10 months is interest, more interest than you are actually off the car. And basically what that means for them is if you keep the car for 2 years, by the time you've come to change, you've paid most of the interest off and then less balance off the car. So you lose out, and it makes sense for you to actually keep the car for the whole term, and it doesn't really matter to them at that point because they've got most of their profit from the deal basically, because obviously that's how finance companies make money. So this situation literally happened to me, and it couldn't have happened in a worse way. So if I show you the interest breakdown of payments now, 1st of June, this was going forward. This was going forward from May. So the payments before this were higher, but look, £333, 147 of that would go off my car, and 190 of that, or 187.6, was going towards the interest on that balance there. So I mean, that's my interest rate. Yeah, APR was 20.25 because my credit obviously was really bad, and I was like 20 at the time, 21. It's just mad. Like, these payments were actually worse before. So I got the car in September, and this letter's dated from May. I got, because I wanted to find out what was going on with the agreement, because this is when I started looking to change the car. And these are the breakdown of payments. So like I said, it differs each month. Each month, look, it's going up by £2-3 knocking off the car, and the interest is going down a bit, but it's still that much is going towards interest each month. So each of my payments, £187, more than half of my payment was interest that month. And think about all the months before that. I think it would have been about £250. Maybe the first month might have been like £250 interest, and maybe £80 towards the car, if you think about it. And then the next month might have been like £235 towards, you know, and so on. And then it's ended up here where 150 is towards the car and 80. It's just mad. And then even at the end of the agreement, like, you're paying like the final payment, which would have been like February 2022. I'm paying £92 interest and like 240 off the car. It's just mad. But I didn't realise any of this until I came to actually requesting a settlement figure and telling them I wanna settle the finance and sell the car. So at that point, obviously, I'd paid over £3,000 in payments over like 10 months. I think I'd made 11 payments, about £3,300 or £600 or something like that. And I thought, right, I didn't think about this, and I didn't really look at them letters at the time because I was just young and stupid. So I was like, right, okay, I must have paid at least like £2 grand of the car off out of like 3,500, and maybe 1,500 gone to interest. So then I asked them for the settlement figure. Came to this. 1st of August 2019. I've had the car 11 months. I've made 11 payments worth £3,600. Yeah, which you can see reflected here. I've paid like £3 grand off. Interest rebate 4,748, and this. So bearing in mind, I paid 13 grand for the car, exact 12,989. I made 11 payments, and this was the settlement figure after 11 months. 12,000. Call it 12,300. So what? After 11 payments worth over £3,000, they knocked £700 off my balance for the car. £700? Are you daft? Like, £700 after 11 payments out of over £3,000 of payments. That's, you know, it's like a quarter less. And by then, 1 Series, they were depreciating badly. So I was getting offers of 6, 7, and look, like Shazan gave me the best deal he could at ACG Motors, and he gave me 8 for the car, so I still lost £4,200 just off the deal there, plus all the interest and plus all the payments, which you add up, it just becomes a very high number, and it's just mad. Like I can't make it any clearer than that. It's like £700 over a year. I couldn't believe it, honestly. But at that point then, I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to continue to make these payments. I just need to get rid of this car because it's costing me more to own it. I'm gonna lose more if I keep it than if I go and sell it. So I was like, I want rid of it, full stop. And that's what I did. I just got rid of it, and I've sorted out my credit a bit by then. So I managed to get the R on a much better deal. Like I paid $325 for the R, and I borrowed more. So that shows you my interest is a little better now. But what more can I say? Like, it's more clear than that. I know I'm going to get a lot of stick for this video probably, and I don't really care, to be honest, because I know there's many young people either with bad credit, no credit, or it's not even just young people. If you have bad credit in general, this is the situation you find yourself in. I know Car Finance 24/7 are always advertising, and it's very, very easy to get tempted into buying a car like that. As soon as you put the application for it, it doesn't cost you nothing, and suddenly you've been accepted. And the way they market everything is like, it's very easy to just pick a car, and do you know what? Actually, buying the car was effortless. They said to me, find a car for one of our approved dealers, go there. And I did that, found the car, rang them, I said, can I get this car? They were like, yeah, if you like it, go and get it. I went and viewed it, it was only down the road, and I drove it home the same day, and it was effortless. I literally sat there for a couple hours, test drove it, waited around, waited for the documents, signed them, and it was that easy. Sent my license. It's effortless. So when you're in that heat of the moment, it is very easy to buy a car, because I literally came home with a 1 Series for nothing that day, and I didn't have to pay anything, nothing. And when you're either young or desperate, that seems like a very, very good option. But I feel like it's just kind of preying on vulnerable people. I'm not even calling myself a vulnerable person, because I was just stupid outright and I needed the car. But like, there's videos here now. I wouldn't advise, if you've got bad credit, you either A, need to get the car on someone else's name, B, save up the money, or C, just wait. Try and get yourself a credit card, and don't use it to fund your life. Like, anything that you can use it for that you would use it for normally, for example, fueling up, doing your house shopping, stuff like that. Use it for stuff like that, and then obviously, like, say you were gonna fuel up anyway, use the credit card, pay it back on time, and then you're increasing your credit like that. If you've got like CCJ, you might need to wait it out, pay it off if you haven't paid it off, apply to the court, maybe try and get it taken off from the credit agencies. If you're young, the good thing I did when I was young and I first got a credit rating, I straight away got a phone contract. It was easy. I got a phone contract and I just started making the payments, and within 4 or 5 months I had good credit, and at the age of 18 I got a £9,000 car on finance. It wasn't an issue, so you can do that easily. But yeah, you can just DM me if you need any advice on like finance and stuff. I've got a lot of experience with it, so you can just drop me a message or drop a comment in, or drop me a message on Instagram, and I'll help you out. That's not a problem. But yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was useful. Again, the new car's coming soon. I've got a few new mods on here, but it's proper rainy today, so I don't really want to show it off. I had a new splitter that got messed up as well. I've had to put another, since the last video I've put two new splitters on the car. I've got side skirts on, I've got the Osram LED dynamic indicators, I've put neons and some new neons on with an app. They're pretty sick. But yeah, I'll show them in another video. I just wanted to get this video out here today because it's quite important to me that other people are aware of these kind of things. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I'll chat to you next time.